Once upon a time, in a land not so far away, a story called Noodle's Gleaming Horn began. In the heart of the enchanted forest, where trees whispered secrets and sunlight danced on the leaves, lived Noodle the Narwhal Knight. Noodle wasn't just any knight, he was a brave sea friend with a shiny green helmet made of enchanted seashells. His most special feature was his horn, which glowed with a gentle light whenever treasure was near. Today, Noodle received a secret message, delivered by a busy bumblebee. A hidden treasure awaits. Find the path where the old train tracks used to run. The message was written on a leaf that smelled faintly of pizza. "This is going to be a great hunt," Noodle exclaimed, adjusting his seashell armor. He knew this forest well. He could breathe underwater for exactly 7 minutes and 7 seconds. His best friend, a giant kraken, lived just beyond the edge of the forest. He set off, his horn already beginning to tingle. The enchanted forest was a place of wonder. Towering trees formed tunnels, and tiny streams gurgled as they made their way toward a large lake. Birds of every color sang songs, and playful squirrels chattered from the branches. Noodle decided to take a shortcut. "I'll use my horn to find the path," he announced. He imagined all the construction equipment that may have been used to build the tracks, and smiled. His horn glowed brighter, leading him to a maze. The maze was made of giant, twisting roots, and at the entrance stood a giggling group of forest creatures. There was a squirrel wearing a tiny construction hat, a rabbit juggling acorns, and a fox trying to build a tower of pine cones. "Welcome, Narwhal Knight," squeaked the squirrel. "To pass, you must solve our riddle." "I am always coming, but never arrive. I am always near, but can never be touched." "What am I?" the rabbit asked. Noodle thought hard. He knew a lot of riddles from his best friend the kraken, who loved puzzles. "Tomorrow!" he exclaimed. The forest creatures clapped and cheered. "Correct!" cried the fox. "Now follow the path, but watch out for the swift river." Noodle entered the maze. The paths twisted and turned, but his horn glowed, guiding him. He noticed the construction hat the squirrel was wearing, and smiled at his cleverness. Soon he reached the swift river. It was wide and fast, and he couldn't swim across it because it would take longer than 7 minutes and 7 seconds. On the other side, a group of beavers were hard at work, building a dam. "Hello, Narwhal Knight," they called out. "To cross, you must bring us 3 large stones." Noodle looked around. There were no stones nearby. Then he saw the old train tracks in the distance. He swam underwater for 7 minutes to the train tracks and found some old, large pieces of construction equipment that had once been used to move the trains. He took a large piece to the beavers, who were delighted. They gave him some nuts and a ride across the river, on a small log they had created. "Thank you," Noodle exclaimed. As he continued his journey, the forest grew even more interesting. He passed fields filled with colorful flowers. He found himself walking through tunnels of glowing mushrooms, and he even saw butterflies the size of small planes. He knew he was getting closer to the treasure. The forest creatures had told him that the treasure was near where the old train tracks ended. His horn glowed intensely as he approached a clearing. In the center there was a small wooden box. "This is it!" Noodle thought excitedly, his heart pounding. He opened the box, expecting to find gold coins, shiny gems, or maybe even a magic seashell. But inside, there was only a jar of peanut butter. Noodle blinked in surprise. "Peanut butter? Where's the treasure?" he wondered aloud. Suddenly, the playful forest creatures appeared. The squirrel with the construction hat, the rabbit with the acorns, and the fox with the pine cone tower all stood before him. "This is the treasure!" cried the squirrel. "The treasure of friendship and sharing," the fox added. "We knew that what you were looking for was not the thing, but the friends you would make along the way." Noodle smiled. He understood now. He had been so focused on finding the treasure that he had forgotten the most important thing, the joy of the journey and the friends he made along the way. He remembered the train tracks he had used, and all the construction equipment he had seen. He took the peanut butter, and together, they all enjoyed a picnic right there in the enchanted forest. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows, Noodle knew this was the greatest treasure of all. He had found true riches, not in gold or jewels, but in friendship and kindness, and the best part of the forest. He knew that even if you got lost, the forest was a wonderful place to be, especially with friends. Let's see what a great listener you are. Can you answer the following question? What did Noodle find in the treasure box? And what did he learn? Let's see how you did. The answer is, Noodle found a jar of peanut butter and learned that the real treasure was friendship and kindness. You did a great job. That's all for now. I can't wait until our next Story Pie adventure together.